Hey, this is Gianni at the Quick Trip Report for Hells Canyon. It's our first spring run. We had little elevated flows from 16,000 most of the day, then it would spike to 22,000 for a couple hours. We put on about 11 a.m. on a Friday, and I think the flows were coming down, so probably in the 17,000 range. This is Wild Sheep. This is definitely the most fun rapid on the stretch of river. Really nice big wave right there. Go up and over. Also one of the longer rapids with some serious consequences if you hit one of the holes. But these flows a little washed out. You can see there was some a little snow squall running above the canyon. Luckily it didn't come down into the canyon, so we stayed dry for the most part. Got maybe a little sprinkle. It was a little chilly. Half of us wore dry suits, the other half wore just like a hydroskin and a splash jacket with some insulation underneath. Did all right. Here is Granite. Probably could have run in the middle there in the green room, but not a full green room for sure. So we didn't want to tempt fate. So yeah, it was a little chilly. Here's the bald eagle flying by. There's a lot of wildlife out. Didn't see any of the usual bears this time around or mountain goats, but pretty much saw everything else. Elk and deer, wild turkeys, some bighorn sheep, bald eagles, a couple blue heron, river otter, so lots of wildlife were out. Oh, and we might have seen a cougar. It was pretty far away. It was tough to zoom in on him. He's moving like a cat and he's big for sure, but who knows. After those top two, there's really not a lot of other big rapids where you got to make a move. It's pretty much just pick your lane, find the flow, and go with it for the most part on the rest of the way out of the river there. Um, Waterspout and then Rush Creek are two big ones that can get you, but at these flows, again, a little washed out. So we just did a quick 3-day trip. We ended up running 20 miles the first day. It took us about 4 hours. And we ended up camping at Pine Bar right at Sturgeon Rock. We did a layover day. Had really nice weather all day Saturday. It was in the 60s and sunny. Did some hiking and fishing. And then Sunday morning, we finished the rest of the 12 miles on out. Got home around 5 o'clock on Sunday evening in Boise. So, great trip overall. Lots of fun. And normally we run this in the fall, but decided to do a spring trip because the Hawaii wasn't running, and usually we get a fun Hawaii trip in. But we pivoted and did Hells instead, and it was nice to see all the green on the hills, really pretty, and snow up on the mountaintops. And Seven Devils was really pretty, so it was a good trip overall. Didn't have too many jet boats. There were probably 12 on Friday. Here's Rush Creek. The hole is pretty big there. If you get caught in the middle, that would definitely surf you, potentially flip you. But again, really easy right side and run. As long as you miss that top hole, just a big wave train, really. It's fun to be in the big water. It's a little different than the typical flows in October. We've done anywhere from 8,000 to maybe 12,000. So 16 to 22 is a little pushier. You want to avoid the eddies, and but everything else, the features were pretty washed out, so not as consequential, I would say. Not as fun for the kayakers either. They couldn't find any of the typical waves to surf in. Just a little too much water. I ran the river in a 14-foot NRS. It's got a 4-bay frame. It's really meant for a 16-foot boat. I was trying out some 11-foot oars. They're 10s, and then I got a foot extender. Worked pretty good, but definitely puts a lot more torque on your body. So I was having to work a little bit. My triceps were sore, shoulders were sore. Just a lot more torque on those in both directions, pushing on you and you pushing on it. We had a couple other round boats, 114, 115, and then a 13-foot wave destroyer, 16-foot cat, and then a couple kayakers.